Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
So my involvement in the review of the RFP was basically to represent the department as a party in the procurement. Now, we are not, unlike other procurements that do come through DOE, we are not the procuring agency.
And although he's on administrative leave until next month, DOE Superintendent Jon Fernandez did show up to the OPA this morning to testify over the $100 million contract to renovate Guam's schools. Attorney Joyce Tang, who represents losing bidder Cortec International, questioned Fernandez and his involvement with the RFP.
My interest along the way was always to, number one, make sure that we were very clear on what the laws authorized, and develop an RFP that was in compliance with those laws and could be effectively, let and completed, in a timely manner.
And while she had raised issue last week over the $100 million cap with GAF officials, today Tang questioned Fernandez over whether changes in the title had an impact, or rather flexibility in the negotiations.
Did the negotiating committee have the authority to deviate from the requirement that the proposal had to provide 40% of the seating for enrollment 2300 for cafeteria seating?
In my mind, yes, there was that authority.
What's the basis of that authority?
And the basis of that authority, again, is my personal opinion as part of the negotiating committee, that we had the ability, after asking in our meetings, to negotiate around the scope that was part of the considerations.
In the meantime, Fernandez testified that as part of the evaluation committee, they did not include price as a factor.
So price was not considered.
It was only considered to the extent that reviewers of the applications were able to be aware that there were cost proposals included in the proposal, but we did not spend any time to work through the costs.
He further testified that when negotiations commenced in February, he did not ask to cease any discussion, even though they didn't have the all-in costs at the time.
During the negotiation process, my understanding of the process was to work with an offerer to reach agreeable terms. We had not focused on the price during evaluation stage, so it was, we did spend those first couple of weeks trying to make sure as a committee that we understood the full cost proposal.
The hearings continue later this week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.